Hey yo, what's up? BC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. Well, this time I'm not streaming, I'm first recording the video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys doing okay. First thing I gotta mention, I loved the yesterday thumbnail. What a great thumbnail I came up with. I gotta flex on that a little bit. All right, let's jump into the charts immediately. And the next thing I notice is that when I get a little bit distant from the microphone, you guys won't hear me as well. So we'll make sure that never happens, and we're like this all the time as we are going through. All right, so we've talked about BTC yesterday, and we've talked about it from this area. We said like when we lose this rectangle, we're gonna see this. So guess what? We had a place here around 111,780. Yesterday I mentioned that if we lose this, we're gonna see 109. And guess what? Where we are? Right here. Now, this could be a continuation. We could be again continuing to go down for another leg. Okay, so the other leg could come all the way to around 98, 96,000, somewhere around there. It's a big move, I know, but that would be a great discount if it happens. Now, obviously, there's still that 105 that we discussed about it earlier, and you're at an important level again. You're at a daily level 108,887. Now, if you lose this level, you could lose it multiple times, regain it, lose it, regain it, okay? But if you lose it for good, then you're gone. And when I say gone, I mean gone, 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 okay? Now I don't see my tools here, but anyway, let's see if we could draw here. All right, so we're gonna go below the navy, below the bro, what are you doing this to me? Okay. So we're gonna go below the daily open, which is the dotted blue line, which by the way it is a daily level. So it's funny, where I drew a daily level is the daily open, right? So that just tells me a confluence that the daily level is valid. In fact, now if we want to continue down, obviously we have to break this. So now keep in mind, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, which means 16 hours we've been holding. Now we could do something like this, like we did here, or we could do something like higher, like what we did here. Consolidation, basically. Now, this consolidation is looking like this in some sense, right? But it has to start to build up. Now, the first area we want to go up is this area, right? So we want to build a structure here. This really doesn't matter anymore. What you need a bullish structure. So once you build that bullish momentum, then you could see upside. But we could come back to around 111, 200 or even 111, 600 to test the sellers, right? Now this is a red vector as well. We could come back and recover this red vector completely and then continue down. All right, but before we lose this, we could be saying that we could just consolidate here just like before for a week, 2 weeks, we don't know. Now, with that being said, so towards upside, you do have to gain 111, 780. Until you gain this, there's no upside, guys. There's no upside. Sorry to bring it to you. No more upside if you don't gain this. All right? So whatever it's about to do, it might do a liquidity grab, meaning what? Meaning we see a move even towards upside, and then people will start longing, oh, we gained the level, let's long, long, long. And guess what? We even maybe hold it here for a little bit just to do this again. Right? Just to do this again. Now, is it gonna go above the level? We don't know. Is it gonna stay below the level? Maybe it's gonna do it right here, like this. We don't know. But in my opinion, I think we're gonna get rejected below 111, 780. And then it's gonna continue down to 105. Is it gonna be this week? If it's gonna be this week, I don't think they're gonna extend it towards upside. They're just gonna dump it. They're gonna be like, you know what, guys, let's dump it here, and then we talk about it next week. If it is like that, we don't know. So that's Bitcoin towards upside. We've talked about it. Whatever is towards upside, it could be short-lived. And I don't think on a Friday we're gonna gain a level that we just lost. Okay, it's the end of the week, and not only the end of the week, it's the end of the month. This is the last Friday of September. So, yeah, little bit hard to say that we might want to, change it back. Let's talk about USDT. Now, you could see USDT. We finally hit the 470. We talked about it yesterday. I don't want to really review what we talked about, but I gotta mention it. So now we went. That was your daily open. The daily open is 4.72. My daily level is 4.70. Let's take a look at it. Close, close. I mean, they took it a little bit higher from here. I'll keep my level there. It's fine. It's always a range, not like a particular level. Now the 4 hour is below the daily, but that doesn't mean much. What you need to happen is if this comes down, right? There's this red green vector to recover all the way to the swing. So you could slowly come down, or you could just come down, then bring it back up for a retest right here, right? And then continue down. There are ways to do this, okay? So you come down, you come up, and then you come to the main range where we held the high and then we did this move. So you come back to this area to build more liquidity. Now, what's going to happen here? We really don't know. I'd rather just talk about um, today's move and then do like another new month analysis when we go into a new month so we could talk about a little bit more. But at this point is this. Now, what if we want to go to upside? What if we want to hit 4.84 or anywhere, any other highs? Now, let's take a look at them. Obviously, 4.84 is a level, is a daily level for me, and I think this area is an area of interest. Will it hit right now? Will it hit today? We don't know. What we know is the 4 hour is like this, right? And what I project is we might, not 100%, but we might get a pullback on USDT, meaning across the market, everything's going to breathe a little bit towards upside. We perform a short squeeze, something like that. Now you could see here that we did a double top. From the double top, we couldn't gain the 470. We're below, and yeah, we might start to slowly move towards downside. Towards upside, I've talked about it. We have to hold the 470. Now, if it wants to do an upside move, it could do something like this. Okay, so we hold the high of that double top, and then we continue go. That is possible. The more you are below 4.70, I think the more chance you will have to do a pullback down. So across the market, everything's going to breathe back up. Now, with that being said, let's just take a look at this large orderero. All right, even on the large orders, you could see, okay, if I zoom, there are still orders towards downside to be filled. A lot more, okay, a lot more. Now, I'm not gonna check like how much they're worth. We just want to talk about the orders, okay, the order book, not the size, but just the orders itself, okay? Now, obviously, towards upside, we know we have numerous shorts, okay? But towards downside, there are new longs coming in, all the way to that $96,000. All right. So these could get filled today, next week. Keep in mind, next week will still be in September, right? It's gonna be 27th, 28th. It's gonna be 3 days in September, right? And yeah, we could see another move down, to finalize the move and then move up from there. I don't know why this thing does not get closed, but I think we're done even on this. We know that. How does it look? All right. Now the liquidations, they look like this. So there's a little bit below. I gotta refresh it. This is actually not updated because we're down here now. There you go. So you could see there's still a little bit below. These are all liquidation. This is a new liquidation that started from here. This is a new liquidation, or this cluster of liquidation. They are opening longs around this consolidation. Now, will the long be valid, or they're gonna come back and clear these people? All right, and then go back. You could see there is a huge liquidations here, right? But more liquidation towards upside, especially around 111,000, 111,200. All right, so yeah, that's exactly where it's going to be below the level that we talked about. What else we want to talk about? We've talked about that. We've talked about that. We could take a look at this. I guess that's it. That's it. The long liquidation. The max pain doesn't really matter at this point, guys. We already did the max pain. The max pain is basically going to be where the clusters of liquidations are. With that being said, I think we talked about everything. We've talked about everything. I could just take a look at the SPX and Nasdaq quickly, and we call it. So SPX, both of them yesterday dropped. All right. Nasdaq, SPX started even lower. We have a CME gap right here. All right, and we dumped it. Then we came back and held. Well, I can't say the high, the midpoint. Nasdaq the same. Nasdaq dumped it two times, right? And then it's now holding. It does look like a bull flag, you could say, right? To just do a short squeeze towards upside, we could say Nasdaq's gonna hit here on this on this yellow line, and then if it wants to go down, be my guess after that. Now, with all this being said, obviously you could say Dixie went upside yesterday, and there's a negative correlation between Dixie, Nasdaq, and SPX, meaning when Dixie goes up, Nasdaq and SPX, they come down. Oh, you guys don't see it. What happened? Hello? What is the chart? Jesus. Give me a second. Right here. So this is Nasdaq, and yep. I'm sorry, this is Dixie, and Dixie went up, and Nasdaq and SPX, they both came down. Now, with that being said, it's been 11 minutes. I think we're done here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to start my stream shortly after I upload this video. We'll see what happened today, but we could basically continue down or go up. Both is possible, but I don't think we're done yet with the sellings. It's just the question is, are we going to have a release, a short squeeze before we continue down, or we're just going to continue down? That is it. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace.